turn your brush and just flick it a bit. And you don't need to go any closer. Now it's really difficult on a doll's head at this point. You don't need to go any closer than that, because remember, you don't particularly want it right to the root. It's a lived-in colour. Oh, there. And then paint it down all the way down. If you want to go a bit closer, you can, because you've diffused the root. So it'll still be very, it won't have a line in it or anything like that. So, okay, so we're going to go from there, and you're just going to defoil like you would do normally to soften it around that top bit. Or you could have a full veil that will just come over dark. But if you want a few softer ones from the top, I just literally pick that section up, diffuse it a lot, and start from about there, about 4 inches down. And then that just gives a lived-in blonder one on top. So I'm going to do the next one here, and then we'll take one more section, and then you can see. So it's up to you whether you want to diffuse it, backcomb it a bit to the root, and put your foil in. Okay, it is difficult on the side, but remember, once you get going, you'll be all right. What you do have to do is make sure that that bleach is at the same point on each one at the top, so that it is even with that. Okay, fold up and over. Oops, don't worry about it being too neat at this point, because you're just getting used to putting them in on an angle. As long as they're secure, if you get anything on the hair, just wipe it off. It's always good with this to have a towel at the side if you're not very well prepared today. Okay, and then we're going to go in there. Now, especially on your side ones, drop that bottom one down, can you see? Because we don't want it to come from the hairline. So you drop that little section down there, and then back up down. And then on an angle. Now what you'll find is, with your dolls, because we've done that block colouring, it's going to be what colour you're going to choose to pop on here. So for those that have got tint on the bottom, what have we just said? Tint doesn't lift in. So you're going to have to go in with a lightener, aren't you? For those that have pre-lightened the hair and it's pretty blonde or pretty red, you can go in with a tint, because you are lighter, aren't you? So you can go darker, so you can put low lights in. Okay, so we can get a lot of different looks from this. If you
sorry, can
no
I
problem.
just ask you, this one here,
Yeah,
that's on the side.
so on this one you'll have this side.
Ah,
You'll
right,
do the
okay.
opposite
So the
side.
opposite.
Yeah, so you do
right.
the opposite side.
I was just thinking that you set the left hand side of the.
So you're doing the opposite every time you.
So if you've gone on the right of the point on the one underneath, you'd go on the left on the one above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it does come down, can you see? So it will still look even when it comes down. Now what you need to do here, when you've done your zigzags, you have to go the opposite way with your zigzags on the top bit, so that you make, hold on, let me do it, I'll show you. So you make kind of diamonds there now. So because I've gone a zigzag like that, I'm doing the opposite zigzag. So I've got a diamond there, and I'll have a diamond there. Okay, otherwise they're all going to be in the same spot, aren't they? So you've got to go the opposite way. I did this with the other group and they loved it, really loved it, they liked the effect, but the hardest thing they found doing was the zigzagging. But don't get too hung up on that. Okay. Alright, so if you look at that now, I've got a diamond there, and half a diamond on each side. Does that make sense to you all? And then, so now you start off on this side, and you just drop that from there. You take the slice from there, so that's going to run through. Okay, again, diffuse it a little bit. Just get your colour out your foil, pop that in there, and put your bleach on. What I will do, feather up, remember, to make it softer. Some of them only got 1 or 2 rows in, which is fine because you want it to develop in the time that we've got. It's just literally for you to see the effects of it. So we're not looking at doing a full head today. It's literally just putting a row in or 2 rows and just trying the different foiling techniques, whether you're going to go for a slice or take the little top triangle off, which is called a spear. We call them spears. So if you were to take a triangle, you're going to go